Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. From the four corners of the world, to the four corners of this ring, the fight starts now!
Surgicals!
How do you like it?
Off the shoulder.
So aggressive, so focused.
Look at these two guys! Still the undisputed champion of the world!
California Golden Boy Promotions bring you another action-packed card, and tomorrow night you'll see the Cruiserweight Championship on the line. And Golden Boy Promotions here is going to put on a show at the YouTube Theater at Inglewood. Dr. Durant, thanks for joining us here. The final weigh-in is ready to go. 7 fights will be on the card tomorrow. Tickets are still available at Ticketmaster.com. YouTube Theater is a fantastic venue, a great spot to see boxing. All the action is good. The seats are excellent, and go to Ticketmaster.com for that. The doors will get going at 3 o'clock. First fight, 3:30, and then at 5 o'clock, live on DAZN worldwide, you'll see 5 fights coming your way. And of course, the main event is going to be for the WBA Cruiserweight belt on the line. You're going to have Arsen Goulamirian. Feroz is going to be making his U.S. debut against former 168-pound champion Zurdo Ramirez from Sinaloa, Mexico. Zurdo moving up to another division. He was at 68, he was 75, now campaigning at Cruiserweight. Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions bringing you more action all the time, and you'll be able to see that live on DAZN. The fight is brought to you by Golden Boy Promotions in association with Y12 Boxing and Feroz Boxing Promotions. Again, it's going Saturday at the YouTube Theater in Inglewood, California. You've seen it. You fly into LAX, you see SoFi Stadium. YouTube Theater is right on the same grounds. A great venue for boxing. 7 fights total. We'll be interviewing the fighters today here at the weigh-in here in LA. Our ring announcer for tomorrow, the man conducting the weigh-ins today, is the one and only Joe Martinez.
All right, well, thank you, Beto, and you've covered all the bases for me this afternoon from the Renaissance LAX here in Los Angeles, California. We welcome you to the official ceremonial weigh-in for tomorrow night's big throwdown at YouTube Theater in Inglewood, California. Zurdo steps into the ring, searching for a world title against the champion of the world, Goulamirian from France. Joining me on the stage, if you would, I can make these introductions right quick. We've got world champion to my right here holding the belt, Jorge Linares. From Golden Boy Promotions, President Eric Gomez. Just directly to my right here, Robert Gaspari of Golden Boy Promotions. And of course, Boxing Hall of Famer, world champion, the Executioner, Bernard Hopkins. All right, folks, well, all the action tomorrow night brought to you by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions with Y12 Boxing and Feroz Boxing Promotion. It's all presented and sponsored by BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts. All right, let's get these gentlemen up on the stage for the official weigh-in. We'll start off tomorrow's action at 3:15 p.m. from YouTube Theater. 4 rounds of light heavyweights featuring Ruben Johnson and Ronaldo Mancia. All right, Ruben, you are first on the scale for us. The commission will call out the weight. Superman comes in 168.4. 168.4, Ruben Johnson, his opponent from Big Bear, California. Tomorrow night, he will make his professional debut. Here's Ronaldo Mancia. 170.6 official weight for Mancia, 170.6. Bet Online, your online sports book experts. All fight odds tomorrow night brought to you by Bet Online, a longtime sponsor of Golden Boy Boxing live on DAZN. Again, catch this action tomorrow. If you do not have tickets yet, be sure to get yourself set up for a great night of World Championship Boxing. Cruiserweights, your main event tomorrow evening. A world title on the line. This will be your opener again, 3:15 local time here on the West Coast. Ruben Johnson and Ronaldo Mancia in his pro debut. Thank you, gentlemen. We will see you tomorrow in the ring. Again, 3 o'clock on the West Coast. Be sure to join us. If you are local, it will not be streamed on any source, so please be sure to join us if you can. Get yourself a ticket. A few still remain for the box office, at the box office at YouTube Theater, right next to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. All right, let's get on to our next fight. The WBA Intercontinental Light Heavyweight title on the line. 10 rounds scheduled with Rowdy Montgomery and Kareem Hackett. Rowdy Montgomery out of Victorville, California. 16-fight veteran, 10 wins, including 7 big knockouts. The heavy-handed Rowdy Montgomery will be first on the scale for us. All right, here is Rowdy Montgomery of Victorville, California. 170 even for Montgomery, 170. His opponent, the defending undefeated WBA Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion from Toronto, Canada, Kareem Supreme Hackett. 174.8 for the champ. 174.8 for Kareem Hackett. Both gentlemen on weight, ready to go in this title fight tomorrow. The Intercontinental Light Heavyweight strap on the line. Rowdy Montgomery looking to end the perfect run for the undefeated champ, Kareem Hackett. Thank you, gentlemen. We look forward to that one tomorrow inside of YouTube Theater. And now, folks, we'll move on to our DAZN opener. This will be worldwide live on DAZN. Golden Boy Boxing, proudly presenting to you an evening of world-class championship boxing. And it's all going down on DAZN, live from YouTube Theater in Inglewood, California. Here is our show opener, 4-round scheduled. This in the welterweight division. And it features from Guerrero, Mexico, Kevin Aguirre. His opponent from Bakersfield, Joel Iriarte.
week later to be back, so we're excited.
All right, so now that you have the first fight underneath your belt, what was it like saying, you know what, I'm officially a professional?
It's a dream, you know, from the amateurs, you achieve all these accolades, you do everything you can in the amateurs, and to, you know, now change in the pro game with a clean slate. I'm looking to, you know, achieve as much as I can, get those world titles, multiple divisions, and I'm excited to start it off.
A lot of boxing media, a lot of fighters say, I want to be active, but it's crazy though. Less than 2 weeks ago, you're there. So when they called you and said, hey, we're going to fight on the Zurdo card, what'd you think?
I mean, I was ready to go. I'm telling you that I live in the gym. I literally live in the gym. So I'm there all the time. We're just ready to go. Activity is, you know, everything for us, and we're just happy to be in the position we're at.
I know Tomatero's gear today, but your shout out to everybody in Mexico.
Yeah. Un saludo hasta Sinaloa, viejones. Nos vemos pronto.
Well, Liarte, good luck to you tomorrow. You'll be seeing him as the first fight live on DAZN, Joe. A lot of promise for this young man.
All right, thanks, Beto. And 10 rounds welterweights. We'll move on to our second bout. This, again, is on the DAZN network, streaming live around the world with Jose Sanchez and Santiago Dominguez. Sanchez will be first on the scale for us out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. 18-fight veteran, 14 wins. 3 losses with 1 draw. 4 knockouts. Mark, what's his weight? 149 pounds for Jose Sanchez, 149. His opponent fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas by way of Ciudad Obregón, Sonora, Mexico. He is undefeated. Here is Santiago Dominguez. 146.8 for the undefeated Dominguez. Welterweights heading up the card tomorrow. The first 2 fights on the DAZN feed. 2 of our 3 welterweight throwdowns on the main card tomorrow night. This one again, Jose Sanchez of Albuquerque, New Mexico, came in at 149. Santiago Dominguez, the undefeated welterweight, fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas at 146.8. Dominguez, 26-0 with 20 knockouts. And we know those hands can deliver. Both fighters on weight and ready to go. Jose Sanchez, Santiago Dominguez. Fight 2 on the DAZN worldwide feed tomorrow night. And now we'll drop down significantly in weight to the flyweight division. This bout scheduled for 10 rounds, and it features from Managua, Nicaragua, Carlos Buitrago. His opponent from Rialto, California, Ricardo Sandoval. Carlos Buitrago, he will be first on the scale. Chocorroncito from Managua, Nicaragua, a veteran of 51 professional fights, 4-time world title challenger. Step on the scale for us right now. Here is Carlos Buitrago. 116.4, the true professional Buitrago, ready to go tomorrow night in this 10-round flyweight attraction. His opponent, hailing from Sinaloa de Leyva, Mexico, fighting out of Rialto, California, El Niño, Ricardo Sandoval. 115 pounds for Sandoval, 115, 115. Two veteran flyweights take center ring tomorrow night in this 10-round flyweight attraction, brought to you by Golden Boy Promotions and sponsored by BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts. Again, Chocorroncito, Carlos Buitrago, the 4-time world title challenger, puts that experience into the ring tomorrow night against the local Rialto native, Ricardo El Niño Sandoval. It's 10 rounds in the flyweight division. And one final time, the face-off before the square-off tomorrow night. Carlos Buitrago, Ricardo Sandoval. Thank you, gentlemen. We will see you tomorrow. And now to our third welterweight throwdown in the main card. But first, we will drop it with Beto Duran for some final words with tomorrow night's Ricardo Sandoval in this flyweight throwdown.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Ricardo Sandoval with a record of 23-2, knocking on the door at a potential championship fight in the flyweight division. And Carlos Buitrago from Managua, Nicaragua, always a tough out. More than 50 fights for Buitrago as El Niño Sandoval makes his way over to the interview spot. We come here. Ricardo, a couple weeks ago, you were supposed to be on a card. Your opponent unable to pass. Now, a couple of weeks setback, then they tell you you're going to be on this card. How hard has it been just to stay locked in and focused?
You know, it hasn't been really tough. You know, I stay in the gym all the time. So, you know, they told me that I was going to fight March 30, and I was like, let's go. I'm ready to go.
And you're bringing everybody with you, right? Your fans are still showing up no matter what.
Yeah, of course. You know, my fans always behind me, and I always appreciate, you know, they always with their support. You know, I'm really, really happy for them.
All right, it's been a tough road for you. Fighting a 112-pound division, it's hard to find opponents. It's hard to find fighters that want to go up against you. You've gone across the pond to England. You've got the victory. Eventually, you're going to make your way to Japan out there. The dedication, where does that come from?
You know, it's just the motivation, you know, to support my family. You know, and it's always like to give the fans what they want. You know, a big show, and you know, I just train hard for that.
All right, is the banda showing up?
Yeah, it looks like it.
All right, so Ricardo Sandoval, every time he fights, there's a banda, there's a party at the tire shop. Good luck to you tomorrow. Suerte.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
El Niño Sandoval always puts on a good show, Joe.
Well, we're looking forward to that one. Definitely a great card lined up tomorrow night from top to bottom, bottom to top. Be sure to join us live on DAZN. If you're not a subscriber yet, be sure to download and subscribe. Join us for all of the Golden Boy action. Kick it off tomorrow night at YouTube Theater in Inglewood, California. And now we'll jump to our co-main event tomorrow, 10 rounds in the welterweight division with Frederick Lawson and Alexis Rocha. Ten rounds of welterweights ready to perform tomorrow evening at YouTube Theater in Inglewood, California. General Okunka, Frederick Lawson, first on the scale from Accra, Ghana. 146 even for General Okunka. Frederick Lawson, 146. In the fighting pride of Santana, California, Alexis Lex Rocha. 146.6 for Alexis Rocha, 146.6. Both of these talented welterweights on weight and ready to go, showcasing their skills tomorrow evening in this co-main event scheduled for 10 rounds. Both fighters looking to get their winning ways back on track in search of that world title opportunity. Alexis Rocha of Santa Ana, California, 23-2, 15 knockouts, takes on the 34-fight veteran from Accra, Ghana, General Okunka Frederick Lawson. The last face-off, they will square off tomorrow night at YouTube Theater, Inglewood, California. Thank you, gentlemen. We will see you tomorrow night. And now, folks, the moment we've all been waiting for tomorrow night. The main event is just moments away. We will have one more time to talk to Alexis Rocha as Beto Duran stands by to talk to the Santa Ana local native.
Yeah, Joe, we're all excited for that main event tomorrow, especially with the Cruiserweight Championship on the line. But before that, Alexis Rocha will be joining me right now. Lex with a record of 23-2, 15 KOs. And one thing about Alexis Rocha, it's never a boring fight. You're going to see him give it his all. The young man out of TKO Boxing in Santa Ana. We've known you since you turned professional, before you were a pro. When you were at your brother's fights, Lex, I know that you've been great this week at the press conferences saying that a loss is not going to define you. You have 2 of them, but the way that you lost the last time, you don't want people to remember you for that. What kind of show are we going to see from you?
It's not where you start, it's always where you finish. It's not about your first half of your career, it's about the second half of your career, and that's what I'm planning on showing Saturday night.
You know what I've been really impressed with you this week is you've always been a mature young man, but the way you've been speaking, there's a lot of fighters and a lot of athletes, professional athletes, they talk about it, but they're not about it. Yeah. You seem different.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fucking hungry from my last fight. You know, all the sacrifices, everything that I've done leading to what happened last fight, coming to this fight, I'm more motivated.
And the opponent made a mistake.
And of course, they all make a mistake.
What do you want to show? What do you want to prove in the 147-pound division?
I got to prove it to myself who I am. I know I'm going to come back and take my rightful place in the division, like I said in the press conference yesterday.
So no matter what anybody says, it doesn't matter. It's what's in here?
This is what's in here, exactly.
All right, Alexis Rocha, TKO, SOA Boxing. This young man seems determined and locked in, Joe.
Thank you, Beto. And ladies and gentlemen, the eyes of the boxing world will be on the Cruiserweight division tomorrow night. We have arrived, the main event of the evening. From YouTube Theater, live on DAZN, Inglewood, California. 12 rounds of boxing this scheduled for the WBA Super World Cruiserweight Championship. It's all brought to you by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions and this bout in association with Ferro's Boxing Promotions. It's sponsored by BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts. All fight odds are brought to you by BetOnline. And now let's meet our 2 warriors. First up, the world title challenger, hailing from Sinaloa, Mexico, a 46-fight veteran, 45 wins, 1 loss, 30 wins coming by way of knockout, the former WBO Super Middleweight Champion of the World, Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez. And his opponent tomorrow night, fighting out of the red corner, 27-0, including 18 wins coming by way of knockout. He is fighting out of Paris, France. Ladies and gentlemen, the 3-time reigning, defending undefeated WBA Super World Cruiserweight Champion. Here is Arsen Goulamirian. And Zurdo is first on the scale. He is ready to go. Official weight, 199.4 for the world title challenger, Zurdo Ramirez, 199.4. The challenger ready to go tomorrow night in this Cruiserweight World Strap opportunity. Next up, here is his opponent, standing undefeated, perfect as a professional, 27-0, Arsen Goulamirian. $199.6 for the champ. Goulamirian ready to go and defend that world title tomorrow night. Official weight again, 199.6 for the native of Paris, France. Golden Boy Promotions and Pharaoh's Boxing Promotions bringing you tomorrow night's main event from YouTube Theater, live around the world on the only network to bring it to you, DAZN. World champion Jorge Linares with the strap. This is what's on the line tomorrow night. Cruiserweights, Gilberto Ramirez. Arsen Goulamirian, his first fight in the United States of America. It's live on DAZN at YouTube Theater. Get your cameras out one more time, folks. You will get the opportunity to see them right now before they step in the ring tomorrow evening at YouTube Theater in Inglewood, California. If you are watching from afar, please join us on DAZN and catch the action. Will we have a new champion tomorrow? Will we have a continued champion tomorrow? A perfect record on the line and one looking to spoil it. It's the Cruiserweight World Title, WBA Super World Cruiserweight Championship.
Arsen Feroz with a record of 27-0, 18 KOs. We'll be talking with both fighters in the main event. The WBA Cruiserweight title will be on the line. That's going to be a really good one. That's the main event tomorrow live on the DAZN. So we'll be talking to Arsen and Zurdo Ramirez. Remember, tickets still available at Ticketmaster.com. Zurdo with a record of 45-1. The only loss coming to Dimitri Bivol in a different division. That was at 175. And we'll be joined by Zurdo Ramirez first. Zurdo with 30 KOs in a new division now. So that'll be really interesting to see how this fight works out. From Sinaloa, Mexico, Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez goes up as the challenger. Normally he's the A side. Tonight it's going to be, or tomorrow night, it's going to be completely different for Zurdo as he joins me right now. All right, Zurdo, you did the face-off. What did you see?
I see, just a fight, and I saw the belt, and I will take it.
An opportunity to make history for Mexico if you win the Cruiserweight belt. What would that mean for you?
Well, it means everything because a lot of people is supporting me. It's a great fight. It's a great fight. Don't miss it. Tomorrow night, it will be amazing.
That's a good size battle though. You're tall, he's tall, it's a big body. There's going to be a lot of action tomorrow.
Yeah, it will be a lot of action. Don't miss it.
A lot of hard hitting?
Yeah, for sure.
Is this one going the distance?
Huh?
Is it going to go the distance?
Well, I don't know, but I'm prepared for everything. I'm prepared for raise my hand that night.
En español, la oportunidad de ser campeón en Cruiserweight, ¿qué te dice?
Estoy listo para ser campeón, estoy listo para pues, ser el mexicano ganador esa noche y pues muchas gracias a toda la gente por el apoyo, no se pierdan la pelea, va a ser un espectáculo tremendo.
¿Y una pelea que va la distancia?
No lo sé, pero estoy preparado para levantar mi mano.
All right. Zurdo Ramirez, a chance to make history for Mexico. Good luck to you.
A huevo, a huevo.
All right, so Zurdo as the B-side, the challenger, going up against Arsen Goulamirian. Armenian, lives in France, now trains in Big Bear with Abel Sanchez. Feroz, it's Y12 Boxing and Feroz Boxing Promotions. He's also coming in as a businessman. Not just a champion, but also a businessman. There's a young man who I've learned from Abel Sanchez, who trains him. Feroz coming in over here. When Abel Sanchez told me a couple years ago, there's a guy who's just crazy in the gym. He doesn't stop running. He doesn't stop throwing punches. You're going to see him. But it's been a while. We haven't seen you in the ring for a while. How excited are you for this?
I'm very excited. Fight start now, and tomorrow for the people, but fight start now, this moment. I'm ready. I train hard for these fights, and I prove the fans.
Your opportunity to fight in the United States, you've been wanting this for so long. Why fight in the United States?
I tell you, this is my dream first time, and before, I think nobody have real cruiserweight, make a world championship. Now Ramirez coming to cruiserweight, Golden Boy, great promotion, and he gave me this opportunity, and this is my fight day,
Feroz, the nickname you told us at the press conference a couple weeks ago when you were fighting in Cuba, they said, that guy's Feroz, he's crazy out there, he's ferocious. You love the nickname, now you have your own promotion company.
I opened my promotion because it's not my nickname, and my coach told me, why not boxing, Feroz Boxing Promotion, and I put this, in my boxing. Same Golden Boy,
Same as Golden Boy. So we're going to see a Feroz attitude tomorrow. I read somewhere that you said that this fight's not going the distance. There's going to be a knockout.
Because, these points I think is no good for fans, Better for Mexican, he's Mexican, I have Mexican style, and I think better when you have, you know, hard fight, you know.
So don't leave it up to the judges and make it an early night.
Of course, why not?
All right. Arsen Goulamirian, Armenia, France, German, Russian, French. You speak all these languages and a little Espanol.
Little, un poquito.
Un poquito. Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
All right, Arsen will be the main event tomorrow, defending his cruiserweight belt on the line. Joe, you'll be in the ring tomorrow with those two big guys. It should be a really good one.
Who couldn't be excited for that one tomorrow night? You have an Armenian from France with a Spanish nickname fighting in the United States for the first time as a professional, and it's all going down, and we get to witness it live on DAZN. Hopefully you'll join us tomorrow at YouTube Theater in Inglewood, California. If you cannot, please watch live around the world on DAZN. Over 200 countries will be broadcasting tomorrow night's show. On behalf of Robert Gaspari, Golden Boy Promotions, I'm Joe Martinez. We'll see you tomorrow in Inglewood.
Hey champ, I know why you're here. You're a born winner, the top dog. You have a proper punch on you. It only takes one, eh? But I know you're not all about throwing haymakers. You know your bobs from your weaves, and you know DAZN's got over 100 live events every year. Over 100, proper stat. All the action, the chaos, the comebacks, the non-stop knockout. Big fights every week, so get those gloves back on. Together, we're boxing royalty. DAZN, undisputed.
The smile is gone. Seems like he's all business now. And they'll wave it off immediately. Gilberto.
I'm coming for you.
Just a bunch of monsters in there.
I'm ready to be a champion at Cruiserweight for Mazatlán, Sinaloa.
March 13th, I'm the best cruiserweight in the world.
In the corner, drops it. It all comes down to tonight. PFL is more than a fight.
It's going to be straightforward. It's going to be ugly.
Emma Hayes get her hands on the Champions League.
The Carolina Panthers select Bryce Young.
The potential for history to be made. This is where the competition really comes to life.
You're undisputed at 135, and you could pretty much do anything after that. I don't think anyone would have begrudged you from taking a lesser fight. But you decide you want to take on arguably the best man at that time in Vasily Lomachenko. Why was it important to you to face Lomachenko?
Yeah, I mean, it was more like personal because when Loma had the belts, he didn't want to give me a shot. And, you know, a part of me was saying, you know, don't give him a shot. Do him the same way that you did me. But a part of the same way he did me, but a part of me was saying, give him a shot, beat him, and show the world that you're a true champion. And that's what I did.
You had to go dig deep to win that fight. Was that the most challenging in-ring experience that you've had?
Yeah, it was definitely a tough fight. It was my toughest fight up to date. But, you know, it was a competitive fight. But, you know, that's where people get confused at. They say competitive fights in boxing are robberies. They mistake them for robberies when if it's a close fight, it's not a robbery. You know, which I definitely feel like I won the fight. I banked a lot of the early rounds, and he had, you know, 2 big rounds that, you know, made a lot of people think that, you know, he did a lot more than he did. But the last round is the round that I needed, and I took it.